Now,
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us on this morning once again, and thank you for joining us on this Monday morning. And after 2 beautiful weekend days, will we see another here on Monday? Eric, good morning to you.
Good morning, Gary. Yeah, we've got some sunshine to start your day. It's dry initially. Well, we're tracking a few pop-up thunderstorms later today. It's not completely dry, but I mean, at least this morning, it feels very comfortable out. You can see right here, it's a dry scene in downtown Utica. We've got actually a few clouds rolling over us right now, but aside from that, following those clouds, we're back to some more sunshine in about a couple of hours here. Temperature at 58 degrees at Griffiths and Rome, and the dew point at 55. So it is a low humidity start to the day, certainly continuing what took place yesterday, which was downright gorgeous for a Sunday afternoon. So let's look at the radar here. Again, it is dry across the board for now. We zoom out to our west. You can see some of these clusters of storms firing up here and there. Today is not expected to be a washout by any means, but it's one of those days where it's going to be sunny in the morning, afternoon, and evening, but we're going to be dodging a few thunderstorms firing up as well. These storms not lasting too long, so nothing really to cancel any plans for. But again, today, as you see here, highs are in the 80s. Humidity really ramps up again later today. And of course, we got a couple of those storms we're dodging. But we'll have a look at your week ahead forecast preview coming up in just a few minutes. Gary?
Eric, thanks. Iran has laid out steep demands for
this live look of downtown Cooperstown is brought to you by the Leatherstocking Credit Union.
Welcome back. Happy Monday, everybody. Hope you guys all had a great weekend. Yesterday's weather, phenomenal. Now, how is today shaping up? Well, at least the start's looking pretty quiet, but we'll have a few storms to track later today. We'll get to that here shortly. First, so let's take a look at our photo of the day today, which brings us up into Hamilton County. A shot of Speculator, a beautiful view here of the cloud reflections. Look how calm that water is. What an amazing shot. And I bet Dave, who submitted this photo, had an amazing time in the peaceful waters in Speculator of those cloud reflections. So shout out to those of you tuning in from Speculator and Hamilton County this morning. And if you have a photo like this you'd like to send to us, as always, WKTV.com/weather/pics, the place to go to submit your own. And that photo and every photo every morning brought to you by GPO Federal Credit Union. Now, humidity is low this morning. Temperature's not too bad. It does increase later today. Higher humidity, higher temperatures, and a couple of spotty thunderstorms. We'll do a full forecast on that coming up in just a few minutes. Gary?
Scientists have now created new viruses using
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Today, we're starting out a bit dry, a few passing clouds, but as we head throughout the morning, could be seeing maybe a stray thunderstorm or two. Let's take a look at downtown Utica right now. There is a very brief band of some mid-level clouds producing what looks like a bit of an overcast this morning, but again, we wait maybe a couple of hours. The sun's going to return once more. Temperatures right now starting at 58. It's slightly muggy. I would consider this more comfortable to start your day. Dew points in the 50s. Always a comfortable start. So today, what we're looking at here is a tropical humidity this afternoon. It doesn't feel it this morning. It really is going to ramp up as we head to the next few hours. It then drops again as we enter tomorrow before we're going to see a return to some more typical humidity for this time of year, Wednesday and Thursday. When it comes to rainfall, there's a couple of scattered thunderstorms this afternoon, and I should clarify, late this morning and later this evening. Then we dry up tomorrow, sunny, quiet, low humidity, And then Wednesday and Thursday, well, we have a couple more showers and storm chances we're dodging. As of now, though, still nothing looks really widespread, maybe at least until maybe late Thursday and early Friday. And what we're tracking here is just a couple of rounds of thunderstorms and showers from these fronts coming in here from the west. The majority of any notable rain chances really are missing us for the time being. And what these series of fronts are doing is kind of slowly eroding the high heat and certainly high humidity that we've been experiencing at least through last week into the weekend. And now, in fact, as we look here in our Skycast, you guys can kind of see what's going to be taking place here with these patches of these fronts. So you can see this morning, late this morning, we have a decaying front here, a couple of scattered showers and thunderstorms, and same thing this evening. Another round here, but again, not a washout. We're mixing this in with lots of sunshine and dry weather. Now tomorrow, it does dry up. We have a few passing clouds, temperatures in the low 80s, and plenty of sunshine. Tuesday nights, it looks mostly quiet. A few clouds increase. Now Wednesday starts out pretty dry. Throughout the afternoon, also looking pretty sunny. We have a couple of showers and storms are tracking later in the day, but they're mainly dodging our area. In fact, mainly shifting to the north. So isolated rain chance Thursday, and even then, some of us might look out entirely. So your 7-day forecast for now, a couple of passing thunderstorms and showers here and there. Tomorrow and Wednesday, mostly dry. Wednesday is probably our best opportunity for a stray thunderstorm, if that. But I think the big story here is after the dog days of summer, the high heats and high humidity, it's actually cooling down, Gary. Behind me, we're down into the 70s Friday and Saturday, overnight lows in the 50s. So back to slightly cooler than average August.
We'll deal with the high heat for a few more days.
That's right.
Eric, thanks. Well, there was some excitement before the first pitch.
Tracker 2 team, where we track storms.
The Oneonta Weather Camera, brought to you by Curtis Lumber, now open in New Hartford.
So fog down in Oneonta. Here's a live look at the roadways this morning as you get set to head out the door. For the start of your day today, it is looking pretty quiet. As of now, there's no immediate rain risk, so might not need the umbrella early this morning, but keep it handy in case of a few thunderstorms this afternoon. Gary?
Eric, thanks. The time right now is 5:57. Coming up
The news with Gary Liberatore and meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us here on this Monday morning. I'm Gary Liberatore.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Eric Gage.
What a gorgeous weekend we had.
Yesterday, probably another top 10 day of the year yesterday. It was gorgeous, and again, it does continue this morning. We take a look at your forecast in a minute, and when it comes to rainfall chances today, I want to let you guys know that, yes, if we track a few storms, it's also not a complete washout. That's the case today. A live look at downtown Utica, a few clouds this morning. These clouds will exit, more sunshine works in. Temperatures are hovering in the mid to upper 50s. Low humidity for now. As we head throughout the afternoon, we're going to see that humidity really ramp up to tropical levels as we approach the second half of the day. Now, the radar is showing dry conditions. I zoom out, we've got a couple of downpours here out to our west, but nothing is widespread. Nothing looks like it's hitting us with a vengeance. Nothing is looking like it's going to become a nuisance all day long. But in the late morning and same thing in the late evening, we had a couple of opportunities for maybe a couple of thunderstorms firing up here and there. In between that, well, it's a dry and even sunny day in some spots. Highs in the 80s, humidity on the higher side this afternoon. Now, tonight, we're going to see the humidity drop once more, plus maybe a few more rain chances later this week. We're going to do a deep dive into that coming up in just a few minutes. Gary?
Eric, thanks. New this morning, the Pentagon has reached out to the
This live look of downtown Cooperstown is brought to you by the Leatherstocking Credit Union.
Welcome back to Sunrise. Time now is 6:10. Here's a look at your weather on the way, as we're going to go into a deep dive into each day this week and talk about the rain chances and the temperature trend. Let's begin with the short term here. So what's taking place today? A couple of stray thunderstorms mixed in with lots of sunshine. Not a washout by any means. In fact, this front will move south tonight through tomorrow, dropping the humidity. It's low humidity for your Tuesday, lots of sunshine, northwest flow bringing dry weather. Wednesday looking mostly dry. Later in the evening, we have this weak disturbance providing us with another round of maybe a stray shower or two. Again, late Wednesday. Now, resolution drops. We're going into the long range here. Thursday, our next opportunity for at least a couple more showers and storms. Then, as we enter Friday, well, the sunshine moves in. This northwest flow kind of kicks in, and it really pretty much remains quiet here locally for the time being as a lot of these rain chances pass north and south of us. Again, this is a long-range forecast, so we'll let you know if things do change, but early preview shows a pretty quiet and a slightly warming trend heading into this coming weekend. Gary?
Eric, thanks. Nearly 100 large wildfires in the country, putting a heavy demand on firefighting resources. The National Interagency Fire Center reports 183 new fires were reported since Saturday, including 8 new large fires. In all, the center reports more than 30,000 firefighters are now working to contain 94 large fires across the U.S. that have burned more than 3.6 million acres, an area larger than the state of Connecticut. The center says the country's national preparedness level now stands at level 5, the highest on a 5-point scale, reflecting the severity of this summer's wildfire activity. Meanwhile, officials in Utah confirmed that 2 people involved in a helicopter crash near the so-called Wide Mouth 2 fire are dead. The 2 firefighters went down just after 10:30 Saturday morning. Access to the scene was initially compromised by the fire, which has now burned over 111,000 acres. The FAA and NTSB are investigating the cause of the crash. The names and ages of the 2 firefighters were not immediately released, but Utah Highway Patrol escorted their remains to the state medical examiner's office in a procession Saturday night. And more than 100 wildfires are burning across British Columbia, Canada as well, forcing over 20,000 people to evacuate their homes. The province declared a state of emergency on Saturday as the fast-moving wildfires destroyed homes and forced thousands of people in Western Canada to evacuate. Some had to be rescued by aircraft. About 12,000 people, including their pets, in Summerland were given evacuation orders, finding shelter at a convention center. Luke Bravold and his dog, Brewster, left their home in Summerland as the fire quickly spread.
We're living in Summerland there, playing with the dog, and noticed a big puff of smoke, and we started seeing all the soot come. So we started watering down all the dead grass around our place. And yeah, about 3 o'clock the cops come and asked us to vacate the area.
Luckily, they did. British Columbia's Premier Office confirmed there was significant structure loss, but could not assess the damage due to the active fire zone. The time now is 6:30.
Team, where we track storms. The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning. Happy Monday, everybody. Hope you guys had a great weekend. Sunshine yesterday, beautiful end, and certainly a quiet start today. Let's take a look at downtown Utica right now, where we've got a few passing clouds. After that, though, we'll have some sunshine break out again later this morning, but also accompanied by maybe a couple of thunderstorms, which are moving in from the west. They're not overly impressive. In fact, a lot of them are going to be missing us, so certainly not any sort of a washout today by any means. We're at 58 right now. Comfortable levels of humidity. This is going to change throughout the day today. That humidity is really going to ramp up this afternoon and this evening. So if you work outside today, although it might be deceiving this morning, pack some extra water. So you're going to be hydrated, want to be hydrated as we head later in the day today. Again, tropical levels this afternoon. A cold front works through. We drop to lower humidity tomorrow, and then we're going to rebound back to more of a typical early August humidity trend as we enter the rest of the work week. Rainfall, a few spotty showers today. Nothing, again, we're watching for anything widespread. It's dry tomorrow, a stray shower late Wednesday, and then we got more opportunities for rain on Thursday. So again, we do have a pretty quiet middle of the week here. So the bigger picture shows this high pressure kind of eroding today. We have a couple of clusters of storms here and there, but nothing, again, that considerable. This front rolls through, and then any storm activity is to our south tomorrow. We're in the low humidity range, and it looks pretty quiet. And then as we enter Wednesday, well, it does start out pretty dry. We have a couple of showers and downpours later in the day that we could be seeing, but again, mostly dry here across the area. So today, temperatures are peaking in the 80s. Here's those rain chances late this morning, early part of this afternoon. Again, not a whole lot here. A couple of clusters here and there this evening, but again, it does look pretty dry heading into the overnight. Maybe a stray downpour, if that. Then Tuesday, we see that humidity drop. It's sunny, it's dry. Overall, very quiet weather for your Tuesday. Then Tuesday night, well, we got some sunshine making way for clear skies, and then some clouds working through. Wednesday, some showers to our south. That'll end in the early morning, and we're back to sunshine in the afternoon. And then again, as we head closer to the evening, maybe a stray downpour, isolated rain chance, mainly that rainfall potential sticking to the Adirondacks, but a stray one could pass out. So I do have tomorrow and Wednesday on a mostly dry scale here, but again, isolated rain chance late Wednesday. Thursday, a few more showers and storms possible. And then Friday and Saturday, also looking pretty dry for now. Rain chances approaching again Sunday morning. Just had some data come in this morning that kind of shifted some rain Sunday. Meantime, again, we have several days of dry weather this week, Gary. We do need the rain, but we'll enjoy the sun when we have it.
That's for sure. Eric, thanks. Well, several cats remain, and thank you for joining us for this half hour after a gorgeous 2 days this weekend here on this Monday morning. We're starting out just as gorgeous, Eric.
Yeah, lots of sunshine beginning to roll in again, and the passing of a few clouds. It's a dry start to today, Gary, but maybe a couple of downpours are going to track this afternoon. Let's take a look right here at your forecast in a minute. We begin with a look at downtown Utica, which, again, we have a few clouds passing over us, but sunshine will be pretty prevalent today, mixing in with a couple of downpours and storms. Now, we look right here at the current conditions. We're at 58 in Rome. Humidity, or at least the dew point, at 54. It is a refreshing start to your day today, but as we head throughout the afternoon, humidity really ramps up to tropical levels very quickly. It's not lasting long as the humidity drops again tomorrow, but today certainly a bit deceiving this morning. Grab some extra waters if you work outside today. To our west, we're tracking a couple of downpours. Again, nothing very major. You can see hit or miss downpours and showers. So keep your eye to the sky today, but certainly not a washout by any means. Today, highs will climb into the 80s, high humidity, stray showers and storms. We're going to track those for you in a few minutes, plus how the rest of the week shapes up in that full forecast. Gary?
Eric, thanks. Iran has laid out...
News Channel 2 is brought to you by Holland Farms Bakery and Deli. This live look of downtown Cooperstown is brought to you by the Leatherstocking Credit Union.
Welcome back to Sunrise on this Monday. Hope you guys all had a great weekend. Weather was fantastic, especially on Sunday. Now, today, we're tracking maybe a couple of downpours and storms. Look into that here shortly. First, so let's take a look at your photo of the day, which brings us up to Speculator. And a great shot here sent in by Dave of a cloud reflection. Look how calm the waters are. And certainly, I bet Dave, who sent this in this photo, is probably enjoying the calmness of being out in a beautiful scene like this. Shout out to those of you tuning in from Speculator and Hamilton County this morning. If you have a photo like this you'd like to submit, right there on the bottom of your screen, WKTV.com/weather/pics. This photo and every photo every morning brought to you by GPO Federal Credit Union. So today we are tracking some cooler temperatures to start. We're in the upper 50s. Eventually we're in the 60s and 70s. Low humidity to start. Humidity rises, a couple of downpours and storms. We'll have the detailed forecast coming up in just a few minutes. Gary?
Eric, thanks. Scientists have now created new viruses using AI. It could set the stage for medical advancements that may save lives. But reporter Hanas Gold looks at whether there's any reason to fear.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good Monday morning, everybody. Today we're starting out pretty quiet. A few clouds and even some peaks of sunshine this morning. We take a live look at downtown Utica. Well, it's a busy scene down there along Route 5 right now. And as we look at the latest conditions here at downtown Utica, or better yet at Griffiths and Rome, we're at 58 sunshine, comfortable humidity to start your day. This is going to change throughout the day with tropical humidity later this afternoon. So don't let that fool you. Again, as a reminder, if you work outside today, just grab some extra waters because it's going to get very humid very quickly. Tropical levels this afternoon. The humidity drops again tomorrow. A lot more refreshing throughout the day for your Tuesday. And then the humidity slowly returns again, although not nearly as high, Wednesday and Thursday. Rain chances, scattered showers and storms today. Not a washout, but still, it's something to look out for. Plus, maybe a chance for a stray storm or two to be on the stronger side. More on that here shortly. The rain ends Tuesday, and then we're going to see a stray shower possible Wednesday before a better opportunity of rain arrives again later this week. So the middle of the week is looking pretty dry. And it's all thanks to this cold front that works through. So this is the rainfall chance today. A couple of stray showers and storms. Again, not a whole lot of activity here in our Skycast. So again, this is not by any means a day that's going to be a complete washout. This cold front sweeps through tomorrow, and your Tuesday is looking to be pleasant with low humidity, sunshine, dry weather. Wednesday, same story, at least until later on in the day when those shower and downpour chances work in. So as we zoom in here on our Skycast today, looking pretty quiet, at least until the late morning, early afternoon. A few passing clouds, some downpours here and there, mixed in with sunshine. And then this evening, right here, this is our best opportunity for maybe a stray storm to become maybe on the stronger side here. But a lot of that storm risk is mainly to our south. We're just on the outskirts of this severe risk that's impacting a lot of Pennsylvania and beyond. So just remain weather aware today, but not that big of a concern. After tonight, well, that cold front works through. We do dry up by tomorrow morning. Sunshine, low humidity, a beautiful Tuesday on tap. Tuesday night, same story. It's quiet, it's dry. Clouds will increase overnight into Wednesday morning. Maybe a stray shower to our south, but then the sunshine moves in again Wednesday afternoon. And then by the evening, this is our next opportunity for rain. You're going to see maybe a stray downpour or shower, mainly north in the Adirondacks. That's the highest rain chance Wednesday. So again, isolated rain chance Wednesday. For a lot of the area, it remains sunny and dry for the entire time. So your 7-day forecast after Tuesday and Wednesday. Thursday, some showers and storms return again. And then the end of the week into the weekend, Friday and Saturday, as of now, are looking pretty dry and sunny. Rain chances return again Sunday morning. So we have a mix of everything this week. We've got high humidity, low humidity, sunshine, storms, rain, a perfect blend of summer weather here in central New York.
A nice mixed bag.
That's right.
Eric, thanks. A reminder, Eric Gage joining us now. And Eric, not a bad morning out there so far.
It's been quiet, it's been sunny, it's been dry. We're closely watching the radar to our west, though, because there's a lot of lightning out toward Buffalo. Gary, let's take a look at the latest radar scans right now. Again, here locally, not a drop of rain. We zoom out, though. There are over 500 lightning strikes in this band of rain here. Now, again, there's a lot of warnings here. flooding at least toward Bradford, Pennsylvania. But for the time being, notice how as it heads up north toward Buffalo, it really begins to weaken. And it's just the nature of the system here. Kind of what we're seeing, which is a meso-low, a mesoscale low, very narrow area of low pressure there, just continuing to glide along the southern tier. So at this point, maybe a couple of showers here to the north. As you head closer to the Route 23 corridor in Shenango and Otsego County, I'm thinking that might be the range where you could be seeing some of that heavy rain and maybe even some thunder and lightning, but we'll closely watch it. Still, though, the temperatures have climbed from the 50s this morning, already pushing 80 in a lot of spots here in central New York, and certainly the humidity is starting to rise really out toward western New York. It's already a dew point of 70 out in Buffalo, so needless to say, tropical levels slowly approaching. Downtown Utica, a few passing clouds over us right now. And again, this evening we are tracking maybe a couple more opportunities for pop-up showers and storms. We're going to talk a bit about that rainfall chance throughout the week, our dry days and our wet days coming up in that full forecast. Gary?
Eric, thanks. A powerful 7.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good afternoon, everybody. Today, starting out with mainly dry conditions. However, as we look at the radar scans, it may be a different story to our south. We take a look at Cooperstown, a live view, 75 degrees the temperature. It's already warmed up very quickly after a cool and refreshing start. But again, that humidity is on the rise already. A live look at the radar. There's really only one thing we're closely watching. It's this band of rain right here, a lot of lightning. Now, at this point, nothing looks too concerning aside from the fact there's just a big lightning show here, and it's getting carried its way through the southern tier toward Binghamton. So we're going to watch it, but we're not in the direct path of this system right now. What we are going to be seeing this afternoon is an increase in humidity and the possibility of a stray shower or a thunderstorm. As of now, not anything big concerning wise, but needless to say, after a cold front works through tonight and early tomorrow, humidity drops once more. I got a roller coaster of humidity here over the next few days. Then we're back to a bit more of a seasonable humid stretch Wednesday and Thursday. So again, today scattered showers possible. Tomorrow it's dry, no rain expected. A stray shower maybe late Wednesday, heading into Thursday, more rainfall expected. But let's talk about what's going on in the atmosphere here. So there's that system here pushing its way through the Pennsylvania area and southern tier of New York. Again, we could be getting clipped by a couple of those storms, but nothing really overly impressive here today. After a cold front works through tonight, then we're going to get our taste of low humidity and plenty of sunshine. Wednesday, again, starts out pretty dry. As we head closer to the second half of the day, these downpours moving in from the northwest, and these will mainly impact the Adirondacks with a couple maybe stray showers moving south. But for the most part, that's where that area is highly impacted. So today, as you see here, we've got a couple of scattered showers and downpours this afternoon, mainly closer to this evening though. But after that, it does dry up pretty quickly, maybe a stray downpour overnight, but after that, it's sunny tomorrow morning. We have lots of sun throughout the day, highs in the 80s, and again, that low humidity. Tomorrow night, it looks dry. Sunshine makes way for clouds overnight, and eventually, after a brief shower to our south, Wednesday will start out with a lot of sunshine and pretty much continue on throughout the day with our next opportunity for a couple of downpours, mainly to the north. So your 7-day forecast, you see here we've got sunshine icons the next few days. For much of the Mohawk Valley, it's going to be dry these days completely. But again, to the north, and maybe a stray shower, that's certainly a possibility on Wednesday. And beyond that, rain showers Thursday. It does dry up again Friday and Saturday, so pretty much a taste of everything this week, Gary. High humidity, low humidity, sunshine, rain, storms, you name it. We've got it this in early August.
Yeah, watch out for those Buffalo storms today that are moving our way. Yeah. Eric, thank you. Parts of the country are dealing with now, and Eric, all those wildfires out west Could we be seeing some smoke eventually?
Yeah, so we currently are kind of seeing it. It's some very faint haze, but no direct impacts to the air quality and all that stuff. In fact, we take a look at the map here. So again, all this orange and red you see on the map, that's wildfire smoke, and that's way up in the sky. Individual fire icons you see on the map, those are all individual wildfires reported. Of course, there's a whole lot of them out here along the west coast. And the jet stream is carrying it westward, and of course, pretty much all the northern half of the U.S. getting some influence from these fires. But again, we're so far away that unless we have a major plume hit us, we're not seeing anything major in terms of any impacts. So yes, the skies might look a bit more hazy and milky, but for the time being, there is no immediate risk to any air quality. Back to the radar, we're closely watching this area of thunderstorms here along the southern tier heading out toward Binghamton. And as of now, no northern shift, pretty much consistently gliding along this the border here. Mainly staying along the Route 23 areas in Shenango and Otsego County, and of course pushing its way eastward beyond that. Temperatures are in the 70s, and humidity on the higher side, mainly compared to this morning, but also very humid, almost tropical out in western New York. That's heading our way right now. So yes, we're tracking a few clouds this afternoon, some sunshine moves in, and again, we're tracking a few of those passing thunderstorms here and there. As we head into the overnight, we do dry up. We have another round of rain chances later in the week, but not before a couple of very nice days. We'll talk a bit about that coming up in that full forecast. Gary?
Eric, thanks. Italy's cultural protection.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Happy Monday. Hope you guys all had a great weekend. Yesterday's weather fantastic. So far today, not too bad. Just a couple of clouds out there. Sunshine, at least in Cooperstown, a live view out there. A very busy scene once more. Temperature 77, up 2 degrees in the last half hour. And overall here in central New York, we're slowly climbing into the 80s with increased humidity, at least compared to this morning. It was a refreshing start. Now tropical levels are out toward the Buffalo area. We're also looking at a major lightning storm here out toward just east or west, excuse me, of the Finger Lakes here. And so far, it's pretty much consistently gliding along this line here. It's not shifting north, it's not shifting south. So those of you in Oneonta, Otsego, talking Norwich, Morris, Edmiston, that line right here of our area is probably the location we see at least the heavy rain and maybe even some of that lightning here. But again, when it comes to humidity today, we reach tropical levels yet again, and then the roller coaster ride goes back down to comfortable to muggy conditions tomorrow. It's a beautiful day tomorrow before humidity starts to rise again Wednesday and Thursday. And again, we have a couple of scattered shower chances this evening. It's not that impressive. Again, that rainfall we just saw, that's where the heaviest of the rain is currently taking place. A lot of the activity falls south of our area. It does dry up tomorrow, and then we have a stray shower late Wednesday and more rainfall arriving as we enter Thursday. And it's just all due to this weekend front coming in here from the northwest. This is going to provide us with our next opportunity for at least some more refreshing air. Again, this is pretty much all taking place tomorrow. The storms staying to our south, and then tomorrow night it's dry. Wednesday looking dry. Wednesday evening, then we have that weak disturbance coming in, producing maybe a few downpours, especially up to the north. So as we zoom in on our Skycast here, again, it's not a washout today by any means, but just keep that umbrella handy. Keep your eye to the sky in case you see a stray lightning bolt or even a couple of downpours here. But I wouldn't say anything really to cancel any plans today for the time being. A stray downpour tonight, tomorrow. It is a completely dry day. Sunshine starts, sunshine in the afternoon, and sunshine in the evening. Clear skies make way for cloud cover. As we head overnight, that cloud cover will exit, aside from a stray shower south. Then we're back to more sunshine Wednesday afternoon, and then a couple of those downpours begin to fire up, especially elevation dependent up in the Adirondacks. So The next few days, highs are in the upper 70s to low 80s, and then we begin a gradual drop in temperature over the next few days, starting Thursday, then Friday and Saturday, more sunshine and cooler temperatures and some widespread rain as we head into Sunday. So overall, a somewhat of a cooling trend after the dog days of summer we saw last week. Gary?
Eric, thanks. We are back with News Talk. Our guest today.
Cast with meteorologist James DeFazio.
Some isolated thunderstorms this afternoon and evening, but things are starting to dry out. We're seeing drier conditions, and that's going to settle in for the overnight. Downtown Utica, still rather cloudy because we had a shower roll through about 20 to 30 minutes ago. Let's take a look at current conditions. 81 degrees up at Griffiths and Rome with partly cloudy skies, a 6-mile-per-hour breeze. Dew Point all the way up at 67 degrees, making for very humid conditions. The humidity sticks around through the night tonight, and then drier air builds in for tomorrow. Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. Showers rolling through Otsego County, showers rolling through the Mohawk Valley and central Herkimer County, and then we're seeing drier conditions. This evening, temperatures in the mid to upper 70s, and we're drying out, and things are going to progress with a couple of isolated downpours overnight before a partly cloudy day tomorrow. Beautiful conditions. We'll break down the near-term forecasts coming right up and talk about why we're looking at a nice stretch. Kristen?
All right, James, thank you. A proposal to bring
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist James DeFazio.
Good Monday evening. We're tracking a couple of showers and thunderstorms rolling across the region, non-severe. They did not get too strong. It's different to the south. Pennsylvania seeing severe storms. Downtown Utica beginning to dry out. We saw a shower, downpour, weak thunderstorm roll through about 20 to 30 minutes ago. Temperatures across the region range anywhere from the upper 70s to the low 80s. It's rather warm outside. It's rather humid, and those humid conditions continue into the night tonight, but begin to improve as we head into tomorrow morning. Lows tonight are going to be in the mid 60s, approximately 66 degrees for a low at Utica and Rome. A look at your Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. We have a cluster of storms working through north central Herkimer County, another one central Herkimer County, and then some storms just south of Cooperstown rolling through southern Otsego County. We're tracking drier conditions back to the west, even some clearing across western New York. We also have a couple of isolated downpours on top of Lake Ontario. Those are working in our direction and will arrive very late this evening, early into the overnight. I'll look at Dew Point. It's tropical right now, very, very high levels. It begins to improve through the night tonight. By noon tomorrow, we're over to near refreshing levels of dew point tomorrow night. It fully improves over to comfortable conditions. Look at your bigger picture showing this cold front working through overnight tonight, and that's why we're going to see these brief isolated downpours between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. and then drier conditions fully settle in for the remainder of the overnight and for all of Tuesday and for all of Wednesday. A look at your skycast for this evening. Showers departing the region. Temperatures dropping down into the 70s as we head into the late overnight, or I should say late evening, early overnight, 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. Isolated downpour across central New York is possible. And then drier conditions settle in by Tuesday morning. Tuesday morning, we wake up to temperatures in the mid to upper 60s, and it warms up rather quickly. We warm up into the upper 70s to near 80 degrees by the middle portions of the day. Highs in the low 80s with mostly sunny skies. And dry conditions continue Tuesday night into Wednesday, and Wednesday is looking rather dry and pleasant as well, with, again, highs near 80 with low levels of humidity. A look at your 7-day forecast. The next chance for showers and storms comes Thursday. It's not a high probability, but it's a 50% chance of showers and storms during the afternoon and evening. And then a dry stretch of weather returns for Friday and Saturday. Slightly cooler temperatures at the end of the forecast period. After several days in the mid-80s, now we're going to see a couple days around 80 degrees. And then as we head into the end of the weekend, we're going to see temperatures in the mid-70s.
All right, James, thank you. Parts of the country, though, are dealing with Rachel Culver reporting. Let's get you back to meteorologist James DeFazio.
A first look at the forecast and a look at your featured dogs tonight, Kylie and Cooper from Utica. It's a beautiful night for a dog walk. Conditions are drying out across central New York and temperatures are mild. We're in the mid to upper 70s. It's a beautiful night to get out and enjoy some activities. A little on the humid side, but comfortable temperatures, anywhere from the mid 70s to the low 80s. We're going to continue to see these comfortable conditions into the overnight. 81 degrees with partly cloudy skies. At dew point, all the way up at 67 degrees, so it is rather humid. We are on the humid side. We're tracking on the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar a couple of remaining isolated showers, one in southern Hamilton County, another one working through eastern Herkimer County, working eastward, working out of our region. Coming up, I'll break down the entirety of your forecast and why we have a beautiful stretch of weather coming up. Kristen?
James, thank you. A little lesson now on why you need to listen.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist James DeFazio.
Good Monday evening. We're tracking a couple of isolated showers, but also drier conditions settling in from the west. Take a look at downtown Utica, which saw a shower a short while ago, but drier conditions are settling in. Partly cloudy skies across central New York. Temperatures range anywhere from the mid-70s up to the low 80s. It's rather warm and humid, but not overly hot either. Lows tonight are going to be in the mid-60s, approximately 66 degrees for a low at Utica and Rome with partly cloudy skies. Taking a look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. A couple of showers continuing to roll through. One just exited Herkimer County, is in southern Hamilton County. We've also had one rolling through Otsego County. They've seen the most showers today. This shower now exiting to the east of Otsego County. A look at the larger radar and satellite picture, and you can see we have some clearing back to the west. We also have some partly sunny skies, a couple of downpours on top of Lake Ontario. Those arrive overnight tonight. A look at the high levels of humidity. High levels of humidity continue through the night tonight, but they begin to decrease through the morning hours tomorrow. And by tomorrow afternoon, we see comfortable to refreshing levels of humidity. Much deserved break from the high levels of humidity. A look at your bigger picture. This cold front's going to push through. It's going to bring those scattered showers between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. and then completely drier conditions settle in for their overnight and for your Tuesday as well as your Wednesday. High pressure remains in place. A look at your skycast for today. A couple of isolated to scattered showers across the region right now. These are exiting off to the east and we're seeing drier conditions build in. We're tracking that isolated shower between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. Rolling across central New York with temperatures in the 70s. Partly cloudy skies overnight with lows in the mid to upper 60s. Some of the outlying areas north and south of the valley could get down into the low 60s. Widespread sunshine tomorrow with highs in the low 80s. It ends up being a beautiful day on Tuesday, and it's a calm night Tuesday night as well. A look at your 7-day forecast. We're tracking beautiful conditions for both Tuesday and for Wednesday. Your next chance for showers comes Thursday afternoon and evening, and it's not a high probability, but it's about a 50-50 shot of a shower or thunderstorm similar to today. And then drier conditions for Friday and for Saturday. The second half of Sunday is looking a little showery, and that looks to continue into the day on Monday.
Meteorologist James DeFazio.
Drier conditions are settling into central New York, and the sun has made its return. We're no longer seeing those gray skies, blue skies with some partly cloudy skies, or partly cloudy conditions in the atmosphere. It's going to be that way for the remainder of the evening. We're going to see some pleasant conditions. It's 82 with mostly sunny skies at Griffiths and Rome. It is still humid. The dew point is up in the upper 60s, making for very humid conditions. That changes tomorrow, though. Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Live Radar. We're tracking these isolated showers working off to the east, working out of our area. Over the next couple of hours, temperatures are going to be in the mid to upper 70s, and we are slowly drying out from these round of showers. As we head into the day tomorrow, partly cloudy skies with highs right around 80 degrees. It's going to be a beautiful day, and we have a beautiful stretch of weather coming up. I want to talk all about that coming right up, and when your next shower chance is in the forecast. Kristen?
James, thank you. Continuing coverage.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist James DeFazio.
Good Monday evening. We're tracking some late afternoon, early evening showers and storms, but since drier conditions have settled in, partly sunny skies in downtown Utica, some blue in the distance mixing in with the cloud cover, not incredibly overcast anymore at this time. Temperatures range anywhere from the mid-70s to the low 80s. It's still rather warm and still rather humid. Lows tonight are going to be right around the mid-60s, approximately 66 degrees for lows at Utica and Rome, with partly cloudy skies through the night, partly cloudy skies tomorrow morning as well. Your Clinton Tractor and Implement MoCast, both of the next 2 days looking like fantastic days and present great opportunities to cut the lawn. Thursday, unfortunately, we are tracking showers and thunderstorms. Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Live Radar turning quiet as these showers have moved off to the east and weakened as they've done so. As we look back across western New York, we can see drier conditions heading in our direction. A couple of cells out over Lake Ontario. We're going to keep an eye on those for isolated downpours for overnight tonight. A look at your dew point. It's very humid. It's going to stay very humid through the night tonight. But as we head into tomorrow morning, things begin to improve. Those dew points drop down into the 50s, and it's rather comfortable tomorrow afternoon and evening. A look at your bigger picture, showing this cold front approaching later this evening. Isolated downpours between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m., and then drier conditions for the remainder of the overnight. High pressure takes control of our weather and drives beautiful conditions through Tuesday, through the day on Wednesday. A look at your skycast for tonight, showing those widespread earlier scattered showers across the region, and those are since moving off to the east. Drier conditions are settling in. Could see that isolated downpour overnight tonight between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. Otherwise quiet, partly cloudy conditions. Lows mid-60s. Some of the outlying areas could get into the lower 60s. And then beautiful conditions tomorrow. Mostly sunny skies with highs up in the low 80s. A look at your 7-day forecast. A beautiful stretch of weather to begin the week. Beautiful weather both the next 2 days. Wednesday, partly sunny skies with highs near 80. Showers and thunderstorm chances return Thursday, but it's not an extremely high chance. Similar to today, a passing shower in the afternoon and evening. Calmer, drier conditions for Friday and Saturday with partly sunny skies. Sunday, the second half of Sunday, looks like we could see some showers. They look like they can carry into Monday. We're also seeing cooler temperatures in the end of the forecast period. Highs only in the mid-70s. So slightly cooler, but still comfortable.
Sure. Still summer.
Exactly.
James, thank you. Still to come here on...
Let's get a first look at your forecast tonight at 10. Meteorologist James DeFazio joins us, and my goodness, a gorgeous sunset out in town of Lee.
Beautiful photo of the flower. Almost looks like a heart with the sun in the sun in the background. Just a very picturesque. We've had some very photo-esque sunrises and sunsets over the last couple of days, and that's due to wildfire smoke that's high up in the atmosphere. And we're going to talk a little bit about that in full weather, why it's not affecting our air quality, but it is affecting the things we see, like the sun. Beautiful weather is moving in for the remainder of Tuesday and Wednesday. Humidity drops tomorrow. We're not going to see incredibly humid conditions anymore. And then highs tomorrow look to be in the low 80s, right around 80 degrees. Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar is quiet and dry and going to stay that way tonight. We're going to continue to see dry conditions for a couple more days. Current temperatures range anywhere from the upper 60s to the low 70s. Again, lows tonight are going to be in the mid to upper 60s. Current conditions at Griffiths and Rome, 73 with clear skies. That dew point at 63 degrees, so still relatively humid. Coming up, we're going to track the end of this humidity and talk about some wildfire smoke. Ben?
All right, James, thank you very much.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist James DeFazio.
Good Monday evening. We saw some scattered showers and storms since calmer, more pleasant weather has settled into upstate New York. Take a look at wildfire smoke. We have a lot of wildfires ongoing in Washington and Oregon, and with the westerly winds, we're seeing some wildfire smoke up in the air aloft. It does begin to clear out tomorrow night, but you may notice a haze in the distance. But I want to stress that this is aloft. Our air quality remains in good standing. That's because this smoke is very high up in the atmosphere. Temperatures are in the upper 60s to mid 70s. It's comfortable outside right now, and it's not going to cool off too much. Lows tonight are going to be in the mid 60s, approximately 66 degrees for a low shortly before daybreak. Your Clinton Tractor and Implement Mowcast, both the next 2 days present good opportunities to cut the grass. Thursday, unfortunately, does look rather showery with chances for showers and storms. Dry weather on the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. This will continue through the day tomorrow. We'll continue to see dry conditions. A couple of patchy clouds tomorrow, but as we head into tomorrow morning, decreasing clouds and widespread sunshine for the entirety of Tuesday. Radar and satellite showing that we have some clearer conditions to the west. There are some storms up by Burlington, Vermont, and extreme northern New York. These are going to slide just north of our viewing area. Calm conditions for the rest of central New York. Dew point showing that it's still extremely humid outside, and as tropical levels of humidity begin to fade away tomorrow morning. By midday tomorrow, dew points are in the upper 50s, and we're back to comfortable, near refreshing levels of humidity by tomorrow afternoon and evening. We'll look at the bigger picture showing calm conditions over the next 2 days, Tuesday and Wednesday, presenting good, calm weather. I'll look at your skycast for tonight. An isolated shower as possible, but I expect most of us to stay dry. Partly cloudy skies turns to partly sunny skies tomorrow morning. Mostly sunny skies as we head into the afternoon, with a beautiful day on Tuesday, highs all the way up in the low 80s. A look at your 7-day forecast. Another beautiful day on Wednesday. Back-to-back beautiful days. There could be an isolated shower Wednesday afternoon, but those would be few and far between. Thursday's rain chance is not extremely high either, about as equivalent to today's. And then we have a beautiful stretch of weather. Friday and Saturday, partly to mostly sunny with highs in the mid-70s.
Now for our first look at your forecast tonight with meteorologist James DeFazio. A pretty good looking sunset there.
Beautiful sunset, a little bit of a heart-shaped flower, a little bit of a heart shape in the flower from Rosemary Riegler up in Lee. She takes phenomenal photos of the sunsets and nature all of the time. She provides us with plenty of content, and I really appreciate that. Let's take a look at what we're tracking tonight. Beautiful weather's moving in. Humidity drops tonight and tomorrow. We notice a big change in the humidity levels as we head into tomorrow, and highs tomorrow are going to be in the low 80s. A look at your Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. A couple of blips showing up. Those are just some isolated sprinkles and showers. We have a cold front working through the region. We're going to see a couple of isolated showers over the next 3 hours, and then drier conditions fully settle in for the remainder of the overnight and for Tuesday. Look at temperatures around the region. We're in the the upper 60s to low 70s. Current conditions 71 degrees with clear skies at Griffiths and Rome. Dew point down to 63, still slightly humid, but we're getting there. We're seeing improvements. We're tracking improvements with the dew point. Coming up, we're going to break down your forecasts, what to expect with regards to with humidity, as well as talk a little bit about wildfire smoke. Ben?
All right, James, thank you very much.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good Monday evening. The chief is off tonight. We have, you're stuck with meteorologist James DeFazio. We're tracking calmer conditions tonight after a couple of showers and storms earlier in the day today. A look at wildfire smoke aloft in the atmosphere. We still have a lot of smoke coming from Washington and from Oregon. Things continue to burn. We're continuing to see wildfire smoke up in the air. We're not seeing wildfire smoke at the surface, which is not affecting our air quality, but you may notice some hazy skies. A look at current air quality. We're in the green. We're in good. We continue to see healthy levels of air quality and will continue to do so. Temperatures this evening are in the upper 60s to low 70s. Lows tonight are going to be in the mid 60s, approximately 66 degrees for Utica and Rome. It's currently about 71 in Utica. Clinton Tractor and Implement Mowcast, both the next 2 days, presenting great opportunities to cut the lawn. Thursday is looking a little showery and it would be a little tough to do so. We have a cold front dropping south across New York State right now, and we're on the southern edge of it. We have a couple of very light showers developing on the southern edge of this, a couple across Hamilton County. We have one moving off the lake towards Lewis County right now. But overall, drier conditions settle in after 2 a.m. Cloud coverage tonight, partly cloudy, turn to near clear skies for tomorrow morning. Few to no clouds for the entirety of your Tuesday. A look at your radar and satellite. We have these storms up towards Burlington, Vermont, and extreme northern New York. We just have a couple of pop-up showers that are going to possibly coat the ground or bring a sprinkle over the next hour or two, and then fully dry conditions for the overnight and for Tuesday. The humidity has begun to drop. It will continue to drop through the day tomorrow into near refreshing, comfortable conditions down into the 50s. So look at the bigger picture. We're seeing drier conditions build in, high pressure taking control of our weather for the next couple of days. That rogue shower rolling through between now and 2 a.m. and then drier conditions fully settling in for the overnight. Highs tomorrow are going to be in the low 80s with widespread sunshine. It's truly a beautiful day. I'll look at your 7-day forecast. We're tracking another beautiful day Wednesday, back-to-back true beautiful days, partly to mostly sunny skies with highs near 80 degrees. Thursday, highs are near 80 again, but we're tracking the chance for showers and thunderstorms during the afternoon and evening. Pleasant weather for Friday and Saturday.